Good morning, boys and girls. We have another science experiment to show you today. This one is called a density tower. A density tower. A tower is something tall, isn't it? So what we're going to be looking for today, what Ben and I are going to be working on today, is to make things look different as we add it to a liquid environment that it's in. Let me show you some things that we have here. In front of here, Ben, we've got about 8 cups, don't we, with liquids in it. We have honey, we've got dish soap, we've got milk, and we have vegetable oil, along with other liquids that we will be using. This is a bottle that Ben and I put together. It's a 2-liter Coke bottle. We drank the Coke first, didn't we? We had that good Diet Coke first. Then I took off the thing that says Diet Coke here, and then Ben cut the top of it so it's easy to put other items in there that are liquid. We're going to talk about how much space things take up and how much material is in those things. So Ben is going to use some things that he has very carefully, like cups, to pour into here. And then the second thing we're doing is to use a turkey baster to put, this is called a pipette, and it allows us to put liquids in carefully. So Ben, are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, the first thing is honey. Now, Ben has some honey, and he's going to pour it in very carefully into the bottom of our container. It's very thick. Look how thick that is. That has got a lot of molecules of honey in there that he's adding. It's kind of a brown color, isn't it? It has a density it's got a number on it. It's called 1.42. 1.42. That's just a number that somebody mathematically came up with for honey. All right, Ben, you want to put that on your paper towel? All right, Ben, you've got the maple syrup, 100%. Pour that in and watch, boys and girls. It's going to match color almost the same as the honey, but gradually it's going to come and separate. Density is how many molecules are in a certain amount of a substance. And that's called its density. That's a property that things have. Do you see how it looks like there's a little bit of separation already? We're going to see even more. That's because maple syrup isn't as dense. Here comes our third thing. This is light corn syrup. Maybe your mom has cooked with that, or you've helped your mom mix it with certain things in your kitchen. You see how it's going in? It's light colored, and you'll start to see it begin to pour a little bit more and more just on the very top. It's going to be kind of yellow colored. And we have one more that we've got. That's about 1.06 is its number of density. Our numbers are going down, aren't they? It's getting to be a good mixture, though, Ben. I can see it collecting on the top. I can see the yellow starting to form on it. Do you see a little tiny line of yellow? The next time we go in closer, you can see it. Now we're going to add plain old everyday dish soap. All right, here it comes. It's kind of orange in color, and it's going to look like that when it goes down. Orange, yellow coming in. Do you see it there? Its density is 1.03. So we're getting closer and closer to getting to where water is. All right, good, Ben. I think we got that one good. Now, we're going to add milk. Now, milk has to be, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, milk is next, isn't it, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Milk's density is about 1.02. So it's in between different now. This is whole milk. All right, Ben, shoot that milk in there. He's using his turkey baster. Do you see the white forming on the top? It doesn't float down. It stays right on the top. It is less dense than the other things, even the soap that we put in there. There'll be a bit of mixing with the soap, but that's what it's doing. And Ben's going to have to add some more. All right, add a little bit more milk, Ben. We've got 3 more things we need to put onto the top. We're getting our milk in. Milk is less dense, so it's floating right there on the top, isn't it? And you see how he pours it down the side so it won't plop down and then fall back up? It's easier for it because it moves out so that it looks like it's just like a little piece of paper you put on the top of the water. And he washes out his turkey baster a little bit. And the next thing we're going to use is water, and we made it blue with blue food coloring. Water's density is 1.00. And here it comes. Watch what happens as soon as you see the blue and the white come close. Some of it will mix a little bit, but then you start seeing the blue pour right onto the top because water is less dense than is the milk that we added at first. He's adding in the blue water and it'll gradually build up. See the little bit of blue that's starting to come right here, boys and girls? That's what's supposed to happen. And then we've got 2 more to add as soon as we can get all of our blue water in. We'll try to do this so that you can see what it is. There we go. Good, Ben, you got it? All right, he's got the water. Just remember, water is 1.00 density, okay? 1.00 density. And then we've got 2 more to add. And when we do that, we're going to, do you see the layers? I see layers starting to form in here, boys and girls. Water, even though there's a little tiny bit. Now, this one is going to be an oil. This is vegetable oil. Mom definitely uses that for cooking. It keeps things from sticking. It's kind of a yellow color. It's got some air bubbles in it. All right, and we've got just 1 more to add after that. But you can see oil and water don't mix at all, do they? You can see the beginning of that forming right there. And I think we've got maybe enough that we can add 1 more if you want to, Ben. I think we've got, lamp oil. And that's just oil that you put in and then you can burn in a lamp outside. I can definitely see a line here now, can't I? That's because the density of oil is about 0.86. This density of the lamp is about 0.83. So it's going to go on the very, very, very top. It's also yellow, but you'll start to see a little bit lighter color forming right here, right in that area, because it's the least dense of all of our 8 liquids. We've got 8 different liquids in here, and as they sit for a period of time, they are going to have it all together. Isn't it interesting to see all those things? That's what makes us float on water too, doesn't it? Now, you can see the very top and bottom. Now we're going to put some solids in, Ben. Let's try the solids and see if we can put those in. We've got some things that are made out not of liquids but of solids. I'll pick these up so we can see them. We have a ping pong ball. We have a die, which you use to play a game. And we got some beads in the bottom, don't we, Ben? Let's try the die first. Ben is going to drop it in, and I'm going to look down here towards the bottom. See where my finger is? Let me see if it's going to go in there. Let's see if it'll go. Here goes. It's dripping down, 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 down. It went down in the top of it. It's going to, eventually go all the way to the bottom. Now we're going to put some solid plastic beads in. I think they're going to go about right in here, Ben. They're actually less dense than some of these things, but more dense than others. Here it goes. It's falling on between the first and second oil ones. And now we've got some other small beads, and you can see them kind of floating in there, aren't they? Let's see what goes on the top. Let's put that ping pong ball right in there. There it is, just like I can float on top. So when things are less dense, they float on top. When they're more dense, they go to the bottom. It's just like in the Bible, guys. When we talk about people who are able to float and to do things together, then they are able to show that they can do certain properties and characteristics we have. That's exactly what we have. And Ben, you want to bring over the other one? We have a bookend one that we also made earlier. It shows all of these things floating just like you saw, boys and girls, how it mixed together. I hope you love science. I hope you understand science. And I hope you want to learn more about science. Ben, I've appreciated working with you. Man, we have been good. We are good. And boys and girls, we've loved having you together too. Goodbye.